Hi, it's me again, just with another moving update. Um, Everything, I guess, is going the way it should be going. My last video, I was quite upset. Um, it's still the same. Our broker, the mortgage company we're working with, wanted to pay off the work truck also. They want to leave us with nothing, but our broker said if we could get the work truck changed in the company name instead of my husband's name, then, you know, it would be off the list and it would be fine. So let me tell you, trying to get it transferred from my husband's name to the company name, which is really one entity because the company is incorporated and he is the principal owner. He's the only owner, myself and him, is not easy. I phoned MTO and they said, no problem, that can be done. Just bring in all the information. I phoned our insurance company. No, that can't be done. You have to pay it off first in order for it to be transferred in the company name. And I'm thinking, well, it's the same person. So then I phoned Toyota's main head office that's the make of the truck. Oh, yes, it can be done. No problem. Just phone the Toyota dealership where you bought it. I phoned them. The girl said, oh, yes, no problem. It can be done. I'll hand you to our senior sales rep who deals with all this. And he's like, no, it can't be done. It has to be bought outright before it can be done, and then it could be put in the company's name. I got off the phone crying. I was so frustrated. My husband was here and he wasn't happy. He's like, they're coming left, right, and center on top of Eclipse, mortgage, charging us $10,000 for breaking our mortgage, which is a yearly mortgage because we're business owners. So, in other words, they get this money from every single person that wants to buy a house and go with a different mortgage company. So, I phoned Toyota again in the morning. Me and my husband worked out the numbers and, we'll be fine. I overreact. I get nervous. My husband is the calm person, lets everything slide off his back. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. So I phoned Toyota again in the morning, the head number, and the lady said to me, they put me to a supervisor, and she said it definitely can be done. She said there's a charge of $400, but it's a lot better than what you owe. And she goes, it can't be done. She goes, phone a different Toyota. Don't phone the one that you called. So I phoned one in Aurelia, Sunrise Toyota. The lady put me on to the head financial manager there, Rick. He was amazing. So if any of you here in the Barrie area, Aurelia area, go to Sunrise Aurelia for your Toyota for car needs. He said it most definitely can be done. He started the process. We received the papers yesterday of the transfer of the truck to the Printcrete name. My husband is bringing in the signed papers today. It took 2 days. He expedited it, and he said, why would he tell you that? He said, unless they don't want you to pay, like, for it to be transferred to the business name because of, money. They might be, he goes, I don't understand. So it's done. So that was a sigh of relief. I sent that to my mortgage broker. He was like, yes, okay, I'll send this out right away. Perfect. I've got all the internet and everything changed over to our new address as of November 30th. I got we call it hydro up here, the hydro ready to be hooked up down there as of November 30th. I have canceled everything here as of November 30th. I have changed our addresses down there. On top of that, I was getting the row papers ready for our men in the business. Trying to pack. My husband keeps saying, listen, I finished jobs. This is my last project for the year. When we'll go through everything. We had a garage sale, or I should say, my grandson was over on the weekend. I love him to pieces. I love my boys too, but I love my grandson to pieces. And I'm going to miss him like mad. I think I've told you guys that before. So they had a garage sale. All they sold were a few records. And one of my best friends came over, and she was over for a few hours. And she wanted to buy some cookbook. Of course, I gave it to her. We just want the stuff gone. We want it gone. So, I mean, we've got so much after 15 years that, it's like we don't need. The house down there is fully furnished. Yes, it's from the 70s, but the beds and everything, especially my son's bedroom, it's the real wood, like the real heavy oak. And I'm thinking, why are we taking his bed, which is made out of, the plywood type of stuff, or whatever it's called, that breaks when you hit it, and going to get rid of this bed. So, we're getting rid of his bed and bureau. That's one less thing to bring down. We were going to get a U-Haul truck, $14,000 to rent a U-Haul, not for them to move us, but to rent a truck to move. We can't afford $14,000. Who can afford $14,000? Not many. And by the time we have, it's not that much that we'll be taking. The stuff that we do eventually want to bring down, my husband is going to keep at the shop, which we're continuing to rent. It's a big shop. It's like almost 2,800 square feet, so there's a lot of room there. And just keep it there till next year, till he comes up. Mainly it won't be this year. Mainly we'll be taking our dining room table, our couch, and our bedroom set, then boxes. My clothes, my sister-in-law told me to get those shrinkable bags. They're doing great. They're, so, and then my husband's good friend, he's actually driving my Lexus down, because I'm not driving to Newfoundland. I barely drive around Barrie. I mean, I go to the grocery store or Georgian Mall. That's about it. And we live close to Georgian Mall, if anyone knows where that is. So I won't go to the other side of town. I've only gotten my license 5 years now because I always lived in Toronto. And you don't need a car there because the area I live, the bus was outside my door. The GO train was a bus ride. The streetcar was down the street from us. You didn't need it. You really didn't need it. It was an added expense, and in Toronto the parking is terrible. So I never bothered getting it. I should have. I wish I did. So any young people out there that are in the same boat in Toronto that say, well, I don't need my license, I get it. Because when you're 50 and you go for it, you are extremely nervous. The good thing about Newfoundland, where we're living, traffic is like it's here at 7 o'clock in the morning. So it's barely anything. So I don't mind driving anywhere down there, which is a good thing. So what I'm going to start to do today is pack more stuff. And I'll put a few more videos on when I'm packing. They're coming again in Saturday to measure rooms. Every time I turn around, they're coming in for something else. And that's about it. It seems like it's becoming a reality, and it's scary. My son went to Scouts last night, and he's going to go for the 3 more weeks. He's going to miss Scouts. And the only Scouts they have down there are in St. John's, which is 3 hours away. So he's going to miss that, but he's going to have a lot more things to do. He's got his own shop, his own sawmill that he's already claimed, and he's figured out what he wants to do with it. So I'm excited. I'm nervous. But right now it's 28 more days, and we'll be headed home to our new home, our new little house in Lewins Cove. So, I will post videos of cleaning. I'll post a video later of the one cupboard I cleaned out. Gave most of the stuff to my grandson's mom, and we cleaned the cupboard out downstairs with all the canned goods and that. And I think she's set for a year, because I used to buy things when it was on sale. I just buy and buy. And it was only me, my 13-year-old, my husband, and my 20-year-old when he lived here. And basically, my 13-year-old and my 20-year-old, they never ate cans. My husband, okay, likes green peas and things like that, so canned green peas. And I never really ate cans, and I used to buy the canned lasagna and spaghettis. I don't know, just because when we were little, we used to have them for lunch. I don't know if anyone remembers. When I was little, we used to go home for lunch, and Mom would always have us, either a can of spaghetti or, back then it was canned ravioli or hot dogs or something, easy and quick. And so I guess my grandson eats anything. My grandson is not like my 2 boys. He's not a picky eater. He's like my oldest son, who his favorite food when he was 4 years old was broccoli. So he ate anything. I guess that now that he's a chef, so I guess it kind of worked out. So, maybe it was in his blood. I don't know. Maybe, he will try anything. So anyway, I'll take pictures and videos of the cupboards that I cleaned and everything else. And hope to talk to you soon. Thanks.